Listen, I don't care if you're 18 or 45, single or married, broke or wealthy. What I'm about to tell you will make you question everything you thought you knew about why she left. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll either hate me for telling you the truth, or you'll thank me for saving you years of confusion. So let me ask you something. Have you ever given someone everything and watched them give their everything to someone who gave them nothing? Sounds impossible, right? Like some twisted joke the universe is playing. But it happened to you. Maybe it's happening right now. You're scrolling through her photos at 2 a.m., watching her smile for someone who probably forgot she existed the moment she left his apartment. Meanwhile, you remembered her coffee order, her mother's birthday, the exact way she laughed when she was truly happy. Here's the question that's gonna haunt you. Why does the man who tries the least win the woman you would have fought wars for? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will flip your entire understanding upside down. Let me tell you about Marcus, successful, intelligent, everything a woman supposedly wants. He met Sarah, and he did what every movie, every song, every romantic story told him to do. He became her world. Flowers, daily texts, canceled his life to be available for hers. Sarah said he was different from other guys. 3 months later, she said she needed space. 5 weeks after that, Marcus saw her at a bar melting into the arms of Jake, a guy known for ghosting women after 3 dates. Question: what happened in those 5 weeks that erased 6 months of devotion? The answer is gonna mess with your head. Think about the last time you wanted something really badly. Was it the thing that came easy? Or was it the thing you had to fight for, save for, earn? Now here's where it gets interesting. When Marcus made Sarah his entire universe, what do you think happened to his value? It disappeared. Not because he was a bad person, but because he broke the oldest rule in existence. Scarcity creates worth. The moment you're always there, always available, always ready to drop everything, you become the restaurant with no line, the club with no entry requirement, the opportunity that's always open. And what do we do with things that are always available? We take them for granted. Here's something that's going to sound harsh, but watch what happens when you understand it. Women don't fall in love with men who chase them. They fall in love with men they have to chase. I know what you're thinking. That's manipulation. That's playing games. Wrong. This is survival. This is evolution. This is the same reason you valued that job you interviewed for 5 times more than the job that hired you on the spot. Sarah didn't leave Marcus for Jake because Jake was better looking or richer or kinder. She left because Jake made her feel something Marcus stopped providing: uncertainty. The thrill of not knowing if he'd text back, the anxiety of wondering if she mattered to him, the dopamine rush of finally getting his attention after he'd been distant. It sounds twisted, it sounds unhealthy, but it's the truth that's hidden in every relationship that fell apart despite everything being perfect. Marcus got his life back, not to make Sarah jealous, but to make himself whole. He rejoined his basketball league, started that business, reconnected with old friends. Sarah reached out in 3 weeks, not with a casual hey, with a paragraph about mistakes, about thinking, about how things with Jake weren't what she expected. Question: why did absence create what presence couldn't? Most men turn into open books the second they catch feelings. They share everything, every thought, every intention, every feeling. And women, they get bored. Here's what you don't know. Women fall in love in the space between what you say and what you don't say. They fall in love with the mystery, the layers, the parts they have to work to discover. When you hand everything over up front, there's nothing left to chase. She cancels last minute, you say it's fine. She mentions her ex, you pretend you're not bothered. She disrespects you publicly, you laugh it off. Every time you let something slide, you teach her something critical. Your boundaries are negotiable. And the moment she learns that, she loses respect. And without respect, love means nothing. Question: what happens when you show her you're willing to walk away? Everything changes, because now she knows you have options. Now she knows you value yourself. Now she knows you're not desperate. Whoever cares less controls the relationship. Not romantic, but reality. If she can manipulate your mood with a text, or destroy your day by going silent, or make you anxious with a single photo, she has all the power. The man who stays composed regardless of what she does, that's the man she can't control. And the man she can't control is the man she respects. Let me tell you about David, startup founder, working 80-hour weeks, met Jessica at an investor event. She fell for his drive, his focus, his passion. Then David made the fatal mistake. He thought he needed to slow down for her. Leave the office early, miss meetings for dates. Jessica started losing interest. Why? Because the man she fell for was disappearing. The driven, focused, ambitious man was being replaced by someone willing to abandon his dreams. When David told her his business came first, he expected her to leave. Instead, she respected him more than ever, started working her schedule around his, supporting his mission, instead of competing with it. Here's the truth nobody will tell you. Women don't actually want a man who revolves around them. They want a man who has something bigger than them. They want to be part of your journey, not the destination. So what happened to Marcus after all this? Sarah didn't just reach out once. She tried for months, paragraphs, calls, accidentally showing up where he'd be. But Marcus had changed. Not because he wanted revenge, but because he finally understood something crucial. He was the prize, not her. He responded when he had time, kept conversations brief, stayed friendly but not eager. And you know what Sarah told her friends? I made the biggest mistake of my life. But here's the twist Marcus never expected. The women who left started reaching out. The ones who took him for granted started wondering what changed. The ones who friend-zoned him started wondering what changed. But Marcus barely noticed because he was too busy building his empire, living his purpose, becoming the man he actually respected when he looked in the mirror. And that's when she showed up. Not Sarah, not Jessica, not any of the women from his past. A different woman. One who didn't need convincing. One who didn't play games. One who didn't make him chase. One who was terrified of losing him instead of taking him for granted. Question: what's the difference between the man women leave and the man women fight to keep? Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can keep doing what you've been doing. Keep being available. Keep proving your worth. Keep making her the center of your universe. Keep wondering why she's with someone who treats her worse. Or you can become someone different. Not fake, not manipulative, just unavailable to disrespect. Someone with a life so compelling that she wants to be part of it. Someone with boundaries that can't be crossed. Someone with a mission that matters more than any relationship. Someone who understands that love isn't something you earn by trying harder. It's something that happens naturally when you become the kind of man who doesn't need it to feel complete. The shift isn't about changing who you are. It's about becoming who you were before you lost yourself trying to keep someone who wasn't worth keeping. 6 months from now, when she's scrolling through your photos, watching you with someone who actually values you, living a life that looks better than anything she had with you, what do you think she'll be asking herself? But by then, you won't care, because you'll finally understand something powerful. The moment you stop needing her to choose you is the moment you become impossible not to choose. And that's when everything changes. The question is, are you ready for that change? Or are you going to scroll past this and keep wondering why nothing ever works? Because what I just told you is only the beginning. The real transformation, That's in what comes next.